Dr. Zhang once told Qiuyuan, medicine is like a blade. It can kill, but also save. It all comes down to usage and dosage. Qiuyuan's killed more people than he saved. He knows this. He's counted. He's one of the finest swordsmen in all of Mingting. Few could rival him. That's not an exaggeration either. It's in his official evaluation report. But skill like that, it doesn't let you choose peace. People keep handing you problems that only a blade can solve. Someone has to stop the Fraxidus, and he's too good at killing for anyone to let him be anything else. This is the price of mastery. Why he can't find his sheath. And fair warning, it's gonna include all the spoilers. Let's go back. 5 years before Rover ever set foot in Huanglong, something happened to Qiuyuan. A massacre. A hell of fire and blood, as it's called in his records. We don't know all the details. What we do know, in the middle of that inferno, a figure appeared. White beard, ragged clothes, a legend. The Sword Specter of Chongzhou. Some said he was a butcher. Others claimed he was a fallen general who once rivaled the Huanglong ruler himself. Most thought he was just a myth. But Qiuyuan? He believed. Because the man made him an offer. Every mountain stands as a trial. Pass this one, and you are free to take your own path. Fail, then this mountain shall keep what you have. What followed was 5 years of grueling training. Qiuyuan is blind, but the blindness isn't his limitation, it's his clarity. There's something archetypal in media about the search for truth through blindness. Let's take, for example, Daredevil or House of Flying Daggers. These are stories that aren't about people who overcome blindness, they're about people who see through it. And I don't want to give you any spoilers here, so you gotta watch these movies on your own. But they're tales of vengeance, commitment, servitude to something larger than themselves. And that critical moment when your intuition tells you the truth that everyone else is blind to. Qiuyuan's Mindsight works the same way. He perceives through this bamboo forest, shadows, intentions, weaknesses, even creating a mental mindscape where he chats with Fenrico, a mindscape that reveals your truest obsessions. In Fenrico's case, it was his faith. He reads what others can't see, but that's also his burden. And when he's surrounded by lies and shapeshifters wearing dead men's faces, that clarity is both his greatest weapon and the reason he's alone. So he spent 5 years learning to see through Mindsight, perceiving the world through a bamboo forest in his mind, reading opponents' intentions, finding their weaknesses. But here's what breaks this story open. The old man who trained him, he was the one who caused that massacre in the first place. Qiuyuan knew, and he trained anyway, because the hatred, it needed somewhere to go. After leaving the mountain, Qiuyuan didn't become a hero. He became a killer, went on a rampage, killed dozens with his bare hands. The records call it not a creative way to beg for death, because that's what he was doing, seeking the end. But someone interrupted. Dr. Zhang, a wandering healer in Chongzhou, pulled him back from the edge. But Qiuyuan's forte didn't survive intact. His Mindsight crippled, gone. And you know what? For the first time in 5 years, he found peace. In his own words from the archives, he saw only pure, silent darkness, free of hatred and rage. No bamboo forest, no blades, just quiet. The sound of patients thanking the doctor, medicine brewing, a stove crackling. He decided he'd never raise his sword again. That lasted exactly until someone from Mingting's internal security agency showed up with an iron weight, the Chongqi Beast Seal, symbol of the Emperor's authority. They said, "You may wield a sword for yourself, but you may also raise it for the greater good." His friend Dr. Zhang's words repeated in his head. It all comes down to usage and dosage. It can kill, but it can also save. So Qiuyuan became an agent, joined the ISA under Liang Dongyuan, the man who recruited him. And that bamboo flask he carries, it contains the medicine that temporarily restores his Mindsight. He only drinks it when it's absolutely necessary. For a few years, it worked. He had purpose. He was protecting people. That should have been enough. But it wasn't. Here's where everything breaks. Qiuyuan gets assigned a case in Jinzhou. Target, Geshu-Lin, a minor official. The order comes directly from Liang Dongyuan, but something's wrong. Geshu-Lin's only crime? Killing tacit discords to protect civilians. That's not a crime. That's not even suspicious. Qiuyuan trusted his instincts. He spared Geshu-Lin, and then it happened. He witnessed Liang Dongyuan's death, but not the way you think. Someone, or something, literally peels itself out of Dongyuan's body. A shape-shifting Resonator had been wearing him, maybe for days, maybe longer. The real Dongyuan, already dead. No evidence, no witness except a blind swordsman. The Justice Commission needs someone to blame, and Qiuyuan's right there. The agent who disobeyed orders, who let the suspect go, who was the last one with the victim, framed for his mentor's murder. Minister Lin from the Ministry of Sentinel Affairs helps him escape, delays the execution order, and tells him, if you are to die, let it be on the road to avenging Dongyuan. So, Qiuyuan becomes a fugitive, 5 years wandering, and everyone he helped, everyone who believed in him, Minister Lin, sick, retired. Geshu-Lin, the man whose life he saved, fallen to the Threnodian's madness in Jinzhou. The man who taught him when to draw the sword and when to sheath it, dead by Qiuyuan's own hand in that final duel. Everyone he tried to save, everyone who saved him, gone. Then, a letter arrives from the Grand Marshal of the Ministry of War, a lead. Scar, the Fraxidus overseer from Jinzhou, escaped from prison, broken out by Cristoforo's warping reality itself. Intel was now placing him near Rinascita, and here's the thread. Geshu-Lin fell to Jinzhou's Threnodian. The shapeshifter who killed Dongyuan sent Qiuyuan after Geshu-Lin in the first place. Now Scar, tied to Jinzhou's chaos, is in Rinascita, where Threnodian-like resonators are appearing. It's all connected, and Qiuyuan knows it. So he goes, first to Jinzhou to meet with his niece Sanhua, the magistrate's bodyguard, then east to Rinascita, tracking Scar. And in version 2.7, during Rinascita's darkest hours, when Scar launches his desperate assault against everyone, Qiuyuan intervenes. You fight alongside him, his elegant sword techniques, the Mindsight channeled through the bamboo flask. He's not just fast, he's reading the entire battlefield like leaves in a forest. The case that got him framed 5 years ago, it spans multiple cities now, multiple Threnodians, the highest levels of the Fraxidus. Cardothea sacrificed herself. Galbrina revealed her duality. Frolova was resurrected. The whole of Rinascita nearly fell. Qiuyuan stopped one threat, but the organization he's hunting, it's evolving. His master once asked him what the bamboo forest showed him. Shadows upon shadows, he said, like ghosts surrounding me. 10 years later, he's still surrounded by ghosts. Dongyuan, Dr. Zhang, Minister Lin, his master, Geshu-Lin, who might still be in there somewhere, or might be too far gone. Qiuyuan's looking for something. In his own words, he's searching for the sheath to his sword, the moment he can finally rest. You gotta play A Stranger in a Strange Land if you haven't. Qiuyuan's perspective changes quite a bit, and if you've got theories about what Geshu-Lin's endgame is, whether he's still in control or just a puppet of the Threnodian, I want to hear them. Comments are open. Thanks for watching.